There was a women's prison above the senality. You approach the grill, communicate. A woman named Irina, German, 40-2 years old, sat right over us. I never saw her face, we only talked through the wall. She told her story. Until 30-6 years, her life was ordinary. Husband, children, work. But then everything changed. The husband suddenly left, as if the demon got into him. Children grew up and became independent. By 30-8 years, she was left alone. She suffered from loneliness, tried to find someone on dating sites, went to parties, but there were only unworthy men around. They behaved rudely, and an unpleasant smell emanated from them, which she could not explain. All of them immediately tried to drag her to bed. She sometimes agreed, but never met someone twice. She stooped for real proximity, and suddenly he once appeared, a man who she liked. She herself took the first step. It was a holiday for her. In the morning, he left 100 euros in the kitchen. She cried, not knowing how to relate to this. A week later, he called again. At first, she resisted, but then she made up and waited for him. This went on for 2 months. Then another man appeared, who began to show interest in her. She immediately told him, 100 euros. 6 months later, she had 8 regular customers. She threw the job, and as she herself said, I was happy. For the first time in my life, I felt like a woman. The men tried to please her, do something pleasant, and she, in turn, began to feel more confident. Her attractiveness blossomed, but the neighbors reported to her. She was not registered as a prostitute. It seemed humiliating to her. Accordingly, she did not pay taxes. She was arrested. In prison, she was very worried. How now her men will cope without her?